Hey, 2019 NCS champion, Cornerstone football team. Excited to be able to give out these awards. No, it wasn't the way we wanted to do it. And to be honest, I didn't want the season to end. And so I keep pushing this back every single day because I miss you guys. But excited to give you your awards. They're incredibly due, and excited for this award ceremony. So if you'd bow your heads with me, I'm going to pray real quick. Father God, we come before you. Thank you that you love us. Thank you for our boys. Thank you for how hard they worked. They did their best and never quit every single day at practice, and it showed on the football field. And so, God, I pray as some of them move into college that you just honor their effort, God. I know your word tells us when we honor you, you honor us. And so we're excited to honor our boys tonight. I miss them. Can't wait to see them in the fall when they come back. And those that get to play next year at the college level, excited to see them and how they'll do as Mustangs. So we trust you for that. Thank you for our boys. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Well, hey guys, we're going to do things a little bit differently for the football team this year. Typically there's a most spirit, most improved, and MVP. We're not going to do that this year because you're champions. And you are champions because of everybody that's on the team. We needed everybody pulling together, and so we decided that here's our award, right here, baby. That's what we get. We all get the trophy, and we don't need to name specific people to specific titles. There are some league awards the league gave away, and Coach Heyer is going to talk about those in a minute. But really, we're the champions. Enough said. That's not one person, that's not two people. That is a team, and only a team. And so we've got one of the coolest trophies you could ever get. And trophies have value because it represents what the price you were willing to pay, the cost that you paid for this, to be champions, to be undefeated. In fact, undefeated 2 years in a row. And it went on to the playoffs, and we're perfect in the playoffs. Man, I just put together the highlight film. I hope you guys have had a chance to watch it. I know it's long, but I wanted to include every special moment that we have on film. And so that's why it is. It's worth it. And I know that I would have loved to have something like this in my career to show my family, but we don't. So I'm glad you guys have this. It was a joy for me to work on it, put it together. I've watched it 3 times already. So, but anyway, the value of a trophy is not measured by the cost of a trophy, although this was quite costly. But really, it's measured by the work that you put into it. You guys paid the price. Coach set a goal out for us the very beginning of this year to be perfect and to win NCS. That was the price, and we didn't miss practice, and we continued to practice, and you guys paid the price, and you're being rewarded for it. You're being rewarded. There's other teams, Branson's guys, I think, paid a price, but you were better. And so you get the trophy, and that's what this represents. It can never be taken away from you. It's wonderful. I'm so excited to be a part of it, that I can be a part with you guys. You are a special group of guys. This ring represents that you are a special group of guys. A lot of other people tried to pay a price. A lot of other people practice, but one wins the prize, and that's you guys. So I'm just pleased to be associated with you guys. So proud of you, and it is a lifetime memory that I think that will grow with you guys in significance because of what you accomplished. And so I hope you'll display and wear your ring proudly. But that's our reward. Our reward is a team. And so we're going to just talk about each one of you individual, because each one of you individually had a part in this team and had a part of making a champion and being a champion.
Our first award winner, our letter award winner, is Malcolm Russell. Malcolm, man, I am so impressed with what you came in and did. Starting as a center, you'd never played that position before. You were an integral part of our team all year long. And I just encourage you, man, what you displayed by coming and playing a position you were uncomfortable with, but giving full effort every single day is a lifelong principle to show up and do your best. And I'm proud of you, buddy. I'm sad that I don't get to coach you anymore. But excited about what you're going to do in the future. Whatever you put your mind to, Malcolm, I just encourage you to do your best and never quit. Just like you did in football, you stepped in, you were a rock for our team, and I'm super proud of you, Malcolm Russell.
There you go, Mal. All right, I've got Gabe Gabe came in as a freshman and just and gave it your all. And we were hard on you at sometimes, but we had a lot of laughs with you and at your expense. But man, we're so glad you're part of it. I hope you'll be part of what we're doing going forward. I just know that there's going to be great improvement, and you've had seen what it takes, and so I see you as being a leader for us going forward. Gabe, thanks for being on the team. Thanks for all you did.
Kevin Souza, super excited about how you're becoming a man, Kevin, and you made your mom's last name proud. That was huge for us. Your dedication to doing your best every day. I know even in the sprints when they were hard, it was impressive to me. Your commitment to blocking your rear end off every single play, pancake blocks. I love the bus ride or the van rides home, even on the bus. We're talking about pancakes and eating syrup and butter on our pancakes. And man, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of the man you're becoming. I can't wait for you to finish your senior year next year. Kevin Souza, excited for you, buddy.
Emmanuel, talk about, well, I was just talking about Gabe and the improvement. I mean, unbelievable improvement. Worked your way into a starting spot and then got hurt. But man, Manuel, I see great things for you going forward. So glad you were part of our team. And even after you broke your thumb, man, you came, or your finger, whatever it was, you came, you were with us. There at the championship game with us, just showing your heart of what this team is all about. Hey, I want to be with my team. And I really appreciate that even though you couldn't be out on the field, even though you couldn't be suited up, you were there on the sidelines with us. And that just shows the heart of a champion of who you are. Thanks, Manuel.
Fua, you may be one of my favorite football players of all time. Your spirit lifted us. Yelling, "Come on, boys," from the sideline. I mean, you were our biggest cheerleader. When you got in, you wrecked shop. You were wrecking havoc. I wish you would have finished. I wish you could have finished. I know your family took precedence and you needed to go focus, and I respect that about you. But man, I'm going to miss you as you graduate. You were an integral part of the spirit of our team. You made us better every single day, and I thank you for being a part of it, and can't wait to see what you're going to do as you graduate. Love you, Philip.
David Brown. David, man, doing those highlights. Remember early in the season, man, the 3 games where you had some nice long runs. And again, you came in thinking you're a basketball player and you'll try this out. But here's the reality, David. You're a football player who happens to play basketball. You're a football player. And that was bore out through the season. We saw that. So another one where I think, man, we're going to hang a lot on the future on what David Brown does. So David, thanks for giving it your all. Thanks for not giving up. Thanks for hanging in there with us. And you're a leader. You're going to be a part of our future going forward. And I'm excited to see what you do as a football player here at Cornerstone for the next 3 years.
Josue Garcia, super excited about this young man. Josue, I know you weren't at the championship game because you had to be with your family, and that was super important. But man, you were a contributor. You were a starter in that game before. You are part of an incredible offense. And so I just am grateful for what you did for our team, your commitment to yourself and working hard to get yourself in shape. Man, that bore out over the season. Can't wait to see what you do. I miss you. I wish you were going to be here next year. But man, I'm glad you're a part of Cornerstone, and excited that you're going to have this ring to celebrate the rest of your life. And I look forward to seeing what you're going to do at your new school next year. I miss you, and congratulations, buddy.
Louis, man, so glad you decided to join our team. The image I have in my head is, it's in the video, but that picture of you and that one-handed, turned the game around. I mean, even we worked for a month on that defense, and even on the touchdowns they got it because they were taller than us. We had coverage. We had great defense. Louis, you were a spearhead in all of that. You allowed us to be able to beat that team. With you coming in with your cover skills and your secondary, we couldn't have done that without you. What unbelievable year. And so, again, I'm talking about these other guys, a key component on what we're going to do in the future. I'm excited to see. It's incredible how not only your skills improved and you got better and better and better as the season went on, when you got to kind of join us kind of midway through, but also your attitude. And again, maybe in stature it doesn't look like it, but in your heart, you're a football player.
Yeah.
So glad to have you, Louie.
Matterson, I know football was totally new to you. I know that it was uncomfortable at times, but I was always encouraged how you got in every single line and worked in every drill. I wish you would have finished with us, but I look forward to you coming back to the team next year. I think you're going to be an important part of what we do in the future, but drink some vitamin D milk, bulk up, because I know you play line, and it's hard to do when you're 130 pounds. So excited for what you're going to do next year, but excited that you're on the team. Thanks for being a part of it, Matt.
Joshua Shear, one of our 8 seniors. Man, Josh would do whatever we asked.
Yep.
Played center last year, went to tight end, played defensive end, went on the inside, and again, just as your knee got better during the season, throughout the season, just got better and better and better. And again, in that last game, you just see making tackle after tackle. If you look on the highlight film, like, man, I don't remember Josh making that many tackles. In on a lot of tackles. Man, I'll never forget the Pinewood run, that beautiful run right up the middle. That was so awesome. But Josh, man, gonna miss having you out there. Just a quiet warrior for us. Appreciate having you the last couple years. It's been a joy having you on the team.
Jacob Ebert, fastest kid I ever coached. I know you were learning what football's all about, but man, your spirit, you were all in and got better and better, and you were a huge part of our championship game. And you made tackles at the end of the season that were impressive, that you stuck your head in there and weren't afraid to put your nose in. And so I look forward to seeing what you're going to do next year on the football field. I know that you are an incredible basketball player, but man, you play incredible football too. And so proud of you, Jacob. I was super excited to be able to coach you. It was a joy and a privilege. And so I can't wait to see what you do in your senior year. But I love you, and thanks for being a part of it, Jacob. Awesome job.
Yeah. Jacob, not only tough tackles, but some tough runs towards the end. You had some real critical third down conversions that were huge for us. Way to go. DT, Dominic Zuckerman, another one of our seniors. Man, Dom, for 3 years, you have been giving us everything you've got. You look at our long runs, and it's because you've sprung a guy. It's because you're blocking a guy 5, 10, 15 yards down the field. And this was from your sophomore year. You look at all our highlight tapes of guys making big, long runs, and it's because we're running on your side. It's because you're blocking guys on the second level. Just huge. Your heart's huge. You earned your way into a captainship. It was well-deserved. So proud of you. Such a joy. I always tell your mom and your grandma and your dad, man, if we could have 15 Dominic Zuckermans, we win NCS every single year. So just love your heart, love everything you put into it. And it's not because you're big, it's not because you're huge muscular, it's because you got a huge heart. Yep. I mean, you look at that highlight film of our defense at the end of the year. We stuck you at defensive end. And what are you, 130 pounds? Defensive end, 130 pounds. And I told you you're going to lead the league in sacks. Well, you certainly led our team. I don't know what the other teams had. I can't imagine people having more sacks than you did. I know you went from the secondary to the D-line. You're kind of questioning it a little bit, but you just did it. You just did it, and it was true. What we saw was exactly right. You dominated on the defensive line. You harassed quarterbacks all year long. You're a huge part of why we are the NCS champs. Thank you, Dom.
Lorenzo, hey, you have an uncommon ability to hit people, Lorenzo, and your pursuit with reckless abandon is something I don't know if I've ever seen in person. And so I encourage you with that. That is a hallmark of who you are. You go after things with your full heart. And so it was a privilege to watch you do that, to run sideline to sideline. If you got blocked, you didn't stay blocked. You got on the ball carrier. You were going against bigger guys. You went inside for us, to incredible pressure on the center and the guards. You put pressure on the quarterback every play. And so no matter where you were out on the field, you were coming. And so, and when you landed with a big thud. And so I appreciate that about you. I'm excited to build our defense around you for next year and let you run sideline to sideline and thump people. And then when we put you in at Hulk, our Hulk formation, you just thumped people, just crushed them. And so, man, that was a huge component to winning Branson. Goal line was just different with you there. You don't care how big they are, you just hit them. And so, man, I that is uncommon. I encourage you with that. I'm proud of you. I'm glad that I get to coach you. Excited for the future, buddy. The future is bright. I'm excited to, next year, I can't imagine them not giving you the defensive MVP of our league, because that's how impactful you are. So I encourage you, excited for what you did, but look forward to what you're going to do, buddy. Super proud of you.
Yeah. Dominic Waldecker, or should I just say Coach Waldecker.
Yep.
Man, I think of a couple years ago, a phone call we had during the summer. The one thing it showed me, because I wanted you on our team, and I wanted you to be here, and the thing that stood out to me more than anything in that phone call was your integrity.
Yep.
Unbelievable integrity. And man, I just love that about you. And man, a lot of times we give you a hard time, but we don't do this without you. And so so glad. It's a joy to watch you play. It's a joy to have you in a classroom. It's a joy to have you on a team. So Dominic, you're going to do great. And whatever you do, as long as you continue with that attitude that you have of being grateful, of being thankful, and of just living your life with integrity. When I think of you, I think beyond football, beyond sports, I think integrity. I don't think there can be anything really better to be said about somebody than they're a man of integrity, and that's what you are. And you set the tone for us as our team. With a crazy team that we had, you're the one that set the tone. Appreciate it, and as you'll see in the league awards, the other people saw it too. So proud of you, Dom. So glad you are part of Cornerstone. You're a Cornerstone Cougar.
I'm gonna miss shaking your hand every day after practice. I look forward to that. I mean, that nobody else has ever done that, Dom. And so the best thing I could say is you're always welcome on this coaching staff.
Yeah.
And so we'd love to see you take over the program someday. But that's who you are. So my last one, Cade Minor. Dude, I been around some special kids in my life in athletics, and you're at the top of that list. And what you did in that championship game over and over again, coming through like you did, there was a moment where you could just tell in the game, you decided we weren't going to lose. And your teammates supported that, but you just wouldn't go down. And so I encourage you to channel that, Cade. You are an incredible leader, and when you do it the right way, you can lead people wherever you want to go. And so my encouragement, man, is to always put God first in that and then lead them towards Him. And your determination, your heart, I think you've won every heart award we've ever been able to give out, but it's because it's so big, and you never give up. And that hallmark of never giving up, always giving full effort, is uncommon. And so, man, I thank you for what you did. I thank you for who you're becoming. Excited to see the man that God is making you into. But man, I look back and so grateful for what you did. I know you moved positions. We moved you to defensive end at times because I knew that you wouldn't quit. And so I thank you for trusting us. I thank you for how hard you worked. It was a privilege to watch.
Yeah. And I'm just going to add, I've told you, Cade, but I have never seen a performance like that in any kind of sport, in any kind of game, and in a championship game before. That was amazing. We got two more, and we can both kind of hit on these guys. But Michael Valle, I remember you and Michael Guziak begging us to have football, and years ago, Cade was in on that too. And but we have you're a large part of why we have football here. And you got gypped off because of a couple of weird injuries, but man, you made us a legitimate team. You went from a league MVP, and just was heading in that same direction again when you got hurt. But again, like I said about Louis, you coming back in those playoffs, you coming back in particular in the NCS championship game, was a huge factor in us being able to win it. We can't do what we do with our defense and our secondary unless you're back. And this is what I know, Michael. I know you were hurt all year long. I know you were hurt from the very beginning. I know that you gutted it out and you battled it out. I could see it when you ran. Even in the beginning of the year, looking at the highlights, you see a couple great runs. You were hurt the whole year. We know that. Your heart wouldn't let you give in until the bone actually broke, and it was a no-brainer. I think it was probably broke before that. But you kept on playing. Again, it's your heart. It's the heart of a Cougar, man. It's the heart of a Cornerstone Cougar. You belong here. You're one of us. You're just as big a part of this ring and our program, even though you missed some games because of injury. We're where we are because of you. So glad that you're a Cornerstone Cougar, Michael.
You know, Mike, the best thing I could say is at the end, we could have scored another touchdown against Branson.
Yeah.
And you know that I chose not to do that, but you understood that.
Yeah.
And you respected them because you respect the game. And that, to me, was the epitome of who you are. That you understood what it took to get there. And we don't win that game without you. I know that. We were able to move people around, and you were unselfish. And you were unselfish the whole time. And so I'm just proud of you. I'm so glad I remember when I did a tour with you way back when, and you picked our school, and then, you know, we walked through some difficult things. God, man, I love you, buddy, and I will miss you. But you set the foundation for all the things that we get to enjoy in this team because of who you were and how hard you pushed yourself and how much dedication you showed to us every single day. And so, man, I know that, you know, you're a league MVP the last year. You're the MVP this year. If nothing changes, you and Cade probably share it some crazy way. But, man, unbelievable. Toughest kid I ever coached. And I just want to thank you. I thank you that you understood that it's bigger. Becoming a man was more important than scoring that touchdown. And so I thank you for understanding that, and I love you, buddy, and I'll miss you forever.
And led us in tackles.
Yeah.
Championship game.
Unbelievable.
All right, last but certainly not least, big country, Matty Broad. Matt, you started out as our center our sophomore year. You were our tight end junior year. Became our running back. All the while, you were always our middle linebacker, always our Dick Buckus, always just cleaning up and setting the tone and hitting people and punishing people all the time. And Maddie, talk about a joy. Last year were the Cougar of the Year because you got the whole package, not just athletics, but the whole package. In the classroom, you're respected by your teachers, by your teammates, elected as a captain as a sophomore. You don't hear about that kind of stuff happening. But again, talking about your integrity and your reputation with your players, which is with your teammates, which is really the most important thing. So, Maddie, just you'd play, you'd be gassed, and you'd keep on playing. We wouldn't take you out of a game, and you just kept on coming. That's what you do. I mean, from hitting the game-winning shot in the state championship basketball game to making a punishing tackle, to setting the tone, to making a long run and stopping to plow a guy over when you didn't even have to. So, Matt, just love the way that you play football. You are a football player, yep. Always have been, and you're going to have great success at LMC. So just excited to see what you do there as you get stronger and faster and really working your body out. So, Maddie, it's been a joy to have you in our school all these years. To see you grow up and see you become a man, and most importantly, make that decision to follow Jesus, yep. And to make him Lord of your life. Man, it just makes me so proud to see you and see your life, and excited to see where you're going.
Matt, the best thing I can tell you is that I hope Ace is like you when he grows up. Man, what a privilege that would be to have a son like you. And so we love you. You are Cougar of the Year, and you will be forever. You know that your senior class has done incredible things, and you've led the way. And so excited about the man you have become, excited what you're going to do, but you are a football player. You're rough and tumble. I love watching you run the ball and push people on the ground. That there is nothing better than watching you do that. So excited about that. Our all-league awards, guys, the sportsmanship, the Richard Chamberlain all-sportsmanship team, unanimous decision was Dominic Waldecker. Congratulations, Dom, on that.
Go, Dom.
You were awarded by that from other teams. Honorable mention, all league. Excited to announce Joshua Shear was honorable mention this year. Great job, Josh. Like Pastor Steve said, you did anything we asked, and you did it with a great attitude, and I'm going to miss you. Second team all league. Can't wait to see you bulldoze next year. Kevin Souza, great job with second team, Kev. Second team all league, again, first time starter at center, but an incredible job all year long. Malcolm Russell, congratulations. Way to go, Malcolm. And then
Best center in the league.
Best center, no brainer. And then some all league first teams, and then we have 3 of those. So lineman of the year this year for the Pacific Coast Athletic League was Dominic Waldecker. And you'll get one of these little patches, Dom. Incredible job, buddy. First team all league also was Dominic Zuckerman. Like Pastor Steve said, your heart was what set you apart. The funniest thing at practice when Gabe said that your hair looked magnificent when you were majestic. Oh, what a great day, majestic. But I love watching Majestic play because no matter what you were doing, Dom, you did it to your best of your ability. Every single drill, you got in and you did your best.
Hey, and just so you know, the league awards, guys, this isn't us.
No.
This is, in fact, we're not even allowed to vote on you guys.
Nope.
It's the other coaches that voted this.
Yep. Defensive league MVP for the Pacific Coast Athletic League was Matthew Broad. Congratulations, Matt. You were a defensive stopper for us, and the rest of the league knew that. And then unanimous choice for Offensive League Most Valuable Player for the Pacific Coast Athletic League, Cade Minor. So congratulations, guys. Man, I'm proud of you. I didn't want it to end. That's why I hate doing this video, because it was a family. And so I'm proud of you. Thank you, Coach Freddie and Coach Daniel, for your commitment to our team. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for helping us.
Thanks, Coach Matt, for coming out from Colorado.
Absolutely.
Couldn't have done it without you.
Huge contribution last. I know we went back and forth on the defense for a long time, but excited for that. And our water specialist, Madison Heyer, thank you for all you did. I know that, Cade said you're the best water girl he's ever had, and that's a high praise. And so excited for that. But guys, we are grateful for the 2019 football team. Excited for your undefeated 21-0, unbelievable run. That ring should always remind you of a family. And so we're grateful for that. I'm going to pray real quick. And
you can tell them how they can get their ring?
Oh, yeah. You can come in the office and pick it up, guys. It's available there today. So you can get your awards and all that stuff available in the office today. So love you guys. Let me pray. Father, thank you for the day. Thank you that you love us. Thank you for my boys. I miss them. God, bring them back to us safe, those that are returning. For those that aren't, God, help them to know that we love them forever and they're always welcome here. They're forever Cougars in our mind. Love you. Thank you for our boys. In your name we pray. Amen. Bye, guys.